Hey guys, before we get going, just wanted to give another quick plug for the Discord server. We have a limited number of initial spots and they are filling up quickly. In fact, our most popular tier has already sold out. So if you're thinking about getting in, don't wait because like I said, the initial spots are limited. And just to give you a quick taste of some of the features you can find in our server, we actually have a couple of bots that will automatically pull up graphs for any ticker that you want and show you the technical analysis that you're looking for. So for example, if you wanted to take a look at the graph for AMD and you wanted to see the MACD and the RSI, you can simply type in the appropriate command and our bot will automatically generate the graph for you in just a few seconds so that you can now take a look at the technical analysis and do your own due diligence. I mean, let's say you wanted to take a look at the intraday chart on AMD. Well, same thing. Just type in the appropriate command and let our bots do the rest. And here's the chart for the intraday trading on AMD this last trading day. There's much more than that in the server. We have Reddit feeds, we have Twitter feeds, and this is all, of course, in addition to all of our chat channels about stocks, options, Theta Gang. If you're into cryptocurrency futures, we have that as well. And then, of course, we have the lounge where you can just sit back and relax. So if you're not in there already, make sure you join up soon. Hey guys, how's it going? Great day in the market today, right? Take a look at this heat map. A lot of green on the board. Some stocks got hit a little bit. Disney was down almost 1%. Netflix down a little over 1%. Verizon, AT&T were both down pretty much flat, but a little bit red for AT&T, down 0.5%. But take a look at big tech. Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, all up around 4%. Google up 2%, Facebook up 1%. Semiconductor sector, Nvidia really popped off, 6.7%. AMD thankfully had a nice pop at 4.1%. Micron kind of flat. You know, there were times during the day where Micron was in the red, but did rally back a little bit to close up 0.3%. We'll talk about Micron a little bit later in the video as well because it's a little interesting. And that's really it. I did open up some new positions this trading day, so stay tuned for that. But let's just start off talking about good old AMD. So taking a look at the stock graph here, you can see we opened up green. I mean, we opened up 3.4%. Then we sold off really quickly within the first 30 minutes. So I started getting nervous again because I thought, uh-oh, are we going to open up green and then go red? Is that what the whole market is going to do again? But thankfully we didn't. We rallied all day long and we ended up closing today up a little over 4%, about 4.3%. And then we're even strong after hours. We're flat after hours because I was hoping that we were going to sell off again, because I didn't want this to be the one green day, you know, sandwiched between a bunch of red days. So thankfully we're still flat. As of right now, AMD is trading at 81.86. If you know from my prior videos, I currently have 2 cash puts on AMD at the 85 strike price, and I sold them last Friday for $4.35 each, or per contract I should say, because I ended up rolling them from the following week. And right now, even though they are in the money, because AMD is trading below $85, it's trading at just under $82, I'm still profitable on them. Because as you can see, I sold them for $4.35, and currently they're going for $3.55. So if I really wanted to, I could close them out today, but I didn't. But I could have for about $80 in profit per contract, which would have been a nice chunk of change. But I'm really hoping right now for AMD to rally past 85 by end of the day Friday. That way these can expire worthless and I don't have to worry about it. What I'll probably do is either just close these out for profit, or I may roll them out until next week. I mean, if AMD gets close, like let's say it gets to like 84 or maybe even 83 on Friday, and we're still looking like we're on the uptrend, maybe I'll just roll it out to next Friday, and I could even roll it out to the 85 strike, or roll it down maybe $1 or $2 to 84, 83, and then hopefully ride that to max profit, let it expire worthless, and then don't get assigned any shares of AMD. I mean, my other option would be to just get assigned shares of AMD on this Friday, and then start selling the covered calls to run the wheel on it. But based on what happened with the market the past couple of days, I'm a little bit nervous. You know, I don't think we've established kind of an uptrend yet. It's only been one green day. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see what happens Friday and how we close out the week. Because remember, it is a short trading week this week. But if we are in another uptrend, maybe I will just go ahead and get assigned the shares. But most likely, I'm still a little bit nervous, and I think most people are, considering we had a really, decent sell-off the past couple of days. So I just want to be as much cash as possible right now, and I don't want to get bag holding shares because maybe this is a dead cat bounce, and we're gonna have another red day tomorrow or Friday, knock on wood. But let's see what happens. So right now, I am still looking pretty good. I mean, like I said, if I am really nervous, I could just close these things out right now for a little bit of a profit and then just be cash going into the week next week. But let's see what happens. I did a little bit of due diligence on, I should say technical analysis on TradingView. And if you know from my prior videos, I had the RSI down here. I had the squeeze indicator that I was looking at for a few weeks. And to be honest with you, I tried trading based off it and I didn't really like it that much. I didn't find it as helpful for me personally. I still find the RSI to be the most effective indicator for me in terms of when to open up plays or trades intraday. So I really like that. I've had decent success with it, I think. So I've continued to use that. So what I did then was I got rid of the squeeze indicator because it was just cluttering my graph and I didn't really like it that much anymore. And now what I've added, just to tweak it a little bit more, is I added 2 moving average lines. So the pink line here is the 50-day moving average, and the orange line is the 21-day moving average. And I would say the 21 and the 50 are very popular time frames in terms of the moving averages. A lot of people trade based off those. If I had to guess, I'd probably say the 21-day is a little bit more popular than the 50-day, because as you can imagine, for people like to trade, short-term options like myself or like the swing trade, the 21-day moving average is going to be more reflective of what the share price or the stock has been doing, the past 3 weeks, more short-term data. Whereas if you want to look a little bit more medium-term, I would say, or mid-term, you're going to look at the 50-day moving average, which is the pink line here. So one nice thing, though, about AMD is that now it's crossed above the 21-day moving average. And now also for 2 days, or actually not 2 days, but we closed the day trading above the 50-day moving average as well. So if I want to, I could change this graph to a day-by-day graph. And as you can see, we are still trading above the 50-day moving average, but we're still trading below the 21-day moving average for AMD. So what I really want to see to kind of get in a bullish trend is for AMD to pop back above the 21-day moving average. Because you can see these past days, when we had this nice run on AMD, it was always trading above both the 50 and the 21-day. And then at the end of the week last week, it broke down below the 21-day moving average, which is a bearish sign, and has been trading below it. So right now, in my opinion, we're still in kind of a bearish territory for AMD. And I want to see it break above the 21-day and then confirm it the next day before I feel more comfortable about maybe getting assigned shares of AMD and then wheeling it. So right now, I'm going to stick to probably either just closing out my positions on AMD or rolling them out until next week, because I don't want to get assigned AMD shares when it's bearish right now until I kind of had a good sense of what the market is going to do. So I mentioned that I did open up some new positions today, and I'm sure my longtime viewers already know what that is. The people in the Discord server definitely know what that is. And that is, I sold some covered calls on Virgin Galactic. If you watched my video from last night, I kind of felt like I missed out because Virgin Galactic did rally yesterday, and then it sold off towards the end of the day, and I was kind of disappointed because at some point during the day, around the midday, I could have sold 19 strike covered calls for, I believe, $45 or so in premium each. Well, I decided not to kind of FOMO and open a position at the end of the day. And I said, you know what, let's wait until today or tomorrow morning to see if we rally overnight and we gap up. And luckily for me, that's exactly what happened. We were up 4.5% when the market opened. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to make the same mistake I did yesterday. I'm going to open up these covered calls. I'm going to sell covered calls as soon as the market opens. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm so glad I did, because as you can see, within the first about 30 to 40 minutes, space started selling off. Then it rallied a little bit and then sold off some more. And then we did have a kind of a slow and steady rally to close the day out green, up about a little over 2%. And then we're trading flat to slightly bullish after hours. So what did I open up my covered calls for? I was able to sell covered calls that expire this Friday, so just in essentially 3 trading days, including today, for $59 in premium. So not only did patience pay off, my diamonds hands finally paid off, because if I opened them yesterday, the best premium I would have gotten was about $45 per contract. I was able to wait till this morning. We gapped up, and because volatility was high when the market opened, I was able to collect $69 in premium per contract. And because I own 200 shares of Virgin Galactic, I was able to sell 2 covered calls. So right now I'm looking pretty good, because actually take a look at where the 19 strikes are trading for. They're trading for $15 in one trading day. So right now, 69 minus 15, I'm already up $54 per contract. So I'm already up $108 in one single trading day. I'm super happy about that. I mean, look at it, $15 out of the maximum of 59 that I can collect is 25% left premium. So I'm basically up 75% in one trading day. Now, I know a lot of people are probably thinking right now, well, you should have just closed it out and then maybe open up another premium or another covered call for maybe this Friday if we have another gap up tomorrow night, or maybe for the following Friday. And that's certainly a possibility. But you know what? I feel like I earned this, so I want to ride this thing to max profit, because right now there's still $15 per contract on the table. Times 2 contracts, that's $30 that I would be potentially leaving on the table by closing it early. $30 can buy you a lot of tacos, let me tell you. So I feel like I earned this. I made a good play. So I want to ride this thing to max profit by end of day Friday. Or if space wants to rally to above 19, then so be it. I'll let the shares get called away, and I'll sell more covered calls, hopefully at $15, $16, $17 per share. So if I do get assigned, I'm at an even lower cost basis than I am currently right now, because I've actually been bag holding these $19 strike shares for probably a little over a month now, actually. And I did a little bit of due diligence and technical analysis on space as well on TradingView. So again, looking at the RSI curve, which I really like. And one thing I noticed, I drew some trend lines here, which I believed were support and resistance lines. If you go all the way back to kind of beginning of June or end of May-ish area, you can see a couple of times the space share price got really close to around $14, bounced off, got close, bounced off, came close, bounced up. Even down here, came pretty close, bounced up. So I feel like somewhere around $14 or $14 and some change is a level of support for Virgin Galactic for the past few months now. So using that hypothesis, if I can sell some cash grid puts around 14, maybe 15, or ideally less than 14, I should be pretty safe if this support level holds up. Now, the other thing I noticed was recently, in these past few trading weeks, you can see space kind of got up to this level here, 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 even back here. This was mid-August, and it always kind of bounced off it, meaning bounced back down. So I think right now, kind of a little over $18 is a resistance level. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in the past about month, or not even a month, it's bounced back off or back down around $18 and let's say 20, 30 cents. So I think space is going to need a little bit of extra oomph to break past above 18 and some change, which is not good for me because my strike or my shares, I got assigned at $19. I mean, yes, right now my cost basis is somewhere in the low 18s or high 17s because of all the covered calls I've been selling. But just for argument's sake and to keep it simple, I like to think of me owning these shares at 19. So we'll see what it does. I mean, we are a little bit of an uptrend the past few days. I should say past 2 days, because UBS, one of the analysts at UBS have upgraded Virgin Galactic to a buy rating, and they've set a target price of $25, which is actually pretty high. It's all the way up here. And if space hasn't traded at 25 since end of July. So I think that's been accounting for the run up in Virgin Galactic the past 2 days. We'll see if that continues for the rest of the week. And maybe if I think we're really bullish right now on space and space does go to 19 or above, maybe I'll roll those covered calls out till next week and keep my shares. I don't know. I think most likely I'm going to let the shares get called away and then sell cash grid puts below at 16, 17, 18 maybe. And then if I get assigned, well, then I got assigned at a lower strike price. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. I also drew this other trend line here higher up around 19.75 cents or so, just under $20. And that's because if you go all the way back, you can see there's some share price values here that tended to bounce off this as well. So right here, right here, right here, it did break up a little bit, but came back right back down. Right here, again, it came above, came right back down. And then also right here, close to right here. So it seems like $20 or a little under $20 is another resistance level for Virgin Galactic. So even if it does break above 18, it may not go far. So right now, I feel like Virgin Galactic is going to want to trade somewhere between $14 and $18. That's just my hypothesis, some very basic technical analysis. And that's where my trading day was for today. I sold some covered calls for some juicy premiums on space, which I think I made a great play. I mean, yes, there's a little bit of luck involved, but I had a plan and I stuck to it this time. So I'm happy about that. AMD is on the right track. Hopefully gets past 85 so I can have my puts expire worthless and receive max profit. But had a good trading day today because I really wasn't happy with how the trading day went yesterday. Hopefully we can close out the week tomorrow and Friday with other trading days that are in the green. As always, if you're not in the Discord server already, make sure you get in there. You're definitely missing out if you're not. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the YouTube comments below. And as always, happy trading.